All right. These group texts. Raise your hand if you're watching, if you're here on the platform. Raise your hand if you know about this story from Politico about the Republican group texts. You guys know about this story? Nobody's raising
I
their hand.
saw it
Yeah, some
yesterday.
people did. All
Yes.
right. So a bunch of jerks wrote really improper stuff in the chat about Hitler and
Back in the
about
chat.
they put a lot of smack in their group chat. They wrote about Hitler and gas chambers and slavery and rape and racially insensitive things. Okay, horrible. And they're not really denying their authenticity. They're playing the game of sort of claiming, oh, maybe they're not real. But people have already lost their jobs over it. Once again, we're back to the pre-2024 dynamic where reporters seem to really like getting people fired. But excuse me. Sorry. Kathy Hochul is amongst the Democrats speaking out and saying how outrageous this is and demanding everybody be fired. 106, please.
These are the future of the Republican Party. This was so vile. It is hard to find the words to put into context that these are people who are part of a political party, one of two major political parties, and they believe
Okay, enough.
in gas chambers.
The Republican
and rape.
position is if you guys won't condemn the attorney general nominee of your party, Democrats, for his texts, an adult trying to be attorney general of a state, how can you expect us to condemn this? JD Vance leading the way, 107 on Twitter. This is far worse. He's talking about the attorney general candidate in Virginia. This is far worse than anything said in a college group chat. And the guy who said it could become the AG of Virginia. I refuse to join the plural clutching when powerful people call for political violence. So what many people are saying in response to vice presidents, you can condemn both.
Yeah.
You can condemn both. So Dan, so far this story hasn't really been picked up by other outlets, including not very much on cable, as best I can tell. Is this just a political exclusive and it will die away? Is this a news story, or do you expect this to grow bigger?
I think it can only grow if there's like a publicly elected official or some, a chief of staff to a member, somebody of stature who was a part of this. But I do think, though, JD Vance kind of had a little more to say. He did try to downplay it a little bit more in other, I think in another post. I mean, look, you just have to use the common sense test. It's just shocking, crazy, and absurd. And just like Jay Jones,
and
this is crazy.
And these are younger people, although they're not all college students. Some of them are, out of college and in jobs, and they're active in the College Republicans, which is a group
young Republicans.
Yeah, sorry, young Republicans.
Say.
Sorry, not college Republicans. Young Republicans. And Sean, I'm sure you'll condemn their texts, but will this grow as a story?
I mean, I feel, first of all, yes, I can. It's like the idea of putting stuff in a text. It's this stupid. I don't know if it's more stupid or more offensive. Like, to me, the idea of when you write something, like either you really believe that and then you really are more, like, that's a problem, right? That if you actually believe what you're saying in those texts, then yes, it's unbelievably offensive. You should be canceled if you actually believe that crap. If it's you're trying to be funny, then it's really stupid. The idea that you would make these kind of comparisons on any of these subjects is offensive. So I think it's stupid. It's offensive. It's the culmination of both of those things. And it scares the crap out of me as a father. I talk to my kids all the time about when you put stuff, it doesn't die, right? And it scares the crap out of me. I said so many stupid things well through college that, thank God we didn't have phones then. But you kids can't do this now. So I feel like this is what worries me about the next generation. That being said, to your point, in context, the idea that Politico went out, I didn't even know that this app exists. Telegraph, or is it Telegram? Telegram?
Sean, don't go down this path. It's exposing ignorance.
My point is
very popular.
Is it?
Very popular.
Okay, well, again, I'm 54-year-old dude. I don't really.
Yeah,
I barely can turn my computer on.
Understood.
But the point is that the idea of saying that Kathy Hochul's getting out there commenting on this, and you have the attorney general nominee of the Democratic Party, who is literally saying, "I want to kill the Speaker of the House," and then watch his wife hold their desk.
All I've asked is the story going to grow?
Oh, well, no. I mean,
no.
I don't think so, because it's not. Unless to Dan's point, if there's somebody who gets involved in it that's important,
Yeah. long rumored. I mean, what the Democrats are doing now is trying to match up all these young
Right.
people with people like Mike Lawler.
Well,
long,
look, you
long
in
discussed.
fairness, that's yeah. Okay.
Well, yeah. I look. I condemn it all. How's that?
Yeah.
They say that something that's easy is like a walk in the park. Well, easier than a walk in the park, hit the subscribe button, be part of the two-way community, never miss an episode, be part of our conversations. Thank you for your service to America.
And don't forget, you can now listen to the morning meeting and Two Way Tonight on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.